concept of mining a deposit, mining operation should be planned and organized in order to maximize the productivity. Slope stability issues directly affect the productivity. It is for these reasons that they need to be addressed with theoretical and technical expertise. In the realization of a surface mine, three fundamental processes should be taken into account. The first one is the ground control. The second is the mine planning. And the third one is the open pit slope design. With ground control, we refer to the methodology to maintain at an acceptable level all the risks that are associated with different forms of ground instability within the open pit. The mine planning process involves much more engineering studies, including the development, the construction, the exploitation of the mine site. It is at this phase that the open pit slope designs comes in. The slope design has the main objective to enable a safe and economic design for benches, ramps, inter-ramps, pit walls, and the overall slope scale. The slope stability process involves slope stability analysis for intact rock, rock masses, and also waste or spoil material. There are three important questions that need to be answered. First, which is the behavior of the material where we are going to excavate, to mine? The second question is how we take into account of the effect of the surface or underground water, or how we take into account of the detrimental effect that the water has on the stability of the slope. And third question is related to the time. If an instability has been identified, how long would it take for the failure to happen? In order to find the best answers to these questions, a standard formulation has been proposed for the open pit slope design in the last few decades. At the base of the slope design process, there is the definition of the geotechnical model made by Reed and Stacy in 2009. If you want to know more about this, you can have a look at the reference of the book in the additional readings. The geotechnical model includes a good understanding of the geological settings of the area where the open pit is going to be mined and the proper geological definition of the materials that will be involved in the pit excavation. This information should be about on both the deposit and the surrounding waste rock. The second point of the geotechnical model is the full description of the rock mass structure in the area, involving the description of the structures in the rock mass as faults at the mine scale and joints or discontinuities at the bench scale. The third aspect of the geotechnical model is the most accurate definition of the material properties in which the slope is going to be excavated. The rock mass strength, the rock mass behavior, and any possible change in time should be taken into consideration. The effect of mine activity and in mine operation on the rock mass behavior should be also considered. As we said before, the consideration of surface water and groundwater flow effects on the slope stability and the account for any mining activity that could change the hydraulic properties of the slope materials and an intervention that could reduce their negative effect should be also taken in serious consideration.